Hi everyone, this is Connie with CFit Studio again, back to you with our Kicking COVID series, Circle of Influence. We have reached our enhancing phase of the series. We covered over our clearing and our calming of many different topics. Today we're going to talk about enhancing immunity. However, if we did not go through the clearing and the calming stages first, it may be too much for our body to take on with some of these enhancements, which could have negative effects instead of the positive ones that we're trying to achieve. So we're going to address enhancing immunity. First thing would be to avoid any foods that you know you are sensitive to, intolerant of, or have allergies. So other than that, you want to eat the largest variety, or eating the rainbow, we call it, especially our vegetables, that you can tolerate to get as many vitamins and minerals as possible. Things like your vitamin D, which of course we can get through the sun, and luckily the sun has been out a little bit more, and I hope you get a chance to take advantage of that. But if not, in our foods, we have the fatty fish, we have egg yolks, fermented cod liver oil, yum, grass-fed butter, things of that nature we can introduce into our diet to help boost that vitamin D, which is so important to keep our autoimmunity response down and help our ability to kill viruses, which is what we are talking about today. Vitamin A we get from carrots, spinach, kohlrabi. This is going to help increase our white blood cell count, which also helps us fight infections. And some people don't convert vitamin A because there are different forms of it, don't always convert it. We want to start with food first, and then we need to look at other things if we suspect that maybe you're one of those that's not converting it. Vitamin C is antibacterial, antiviral, and antihistamine, so that's going to help in a lot of ways. I know most of us think of it as kind of the traditional help for the cold, but it is pretty integral when it comes to fighting all of those things. And you can find vitamin C in lots of places, but think of maybe your deep colors in your reds, your goji berry, your cherries, strawberries, red bell pepper, papaya, oranges, things like that. Vitamin C is pretty plentiful. And then we can talk about zinc, which is a mineral, and again we can get that from our food. Your liver, your beef, Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, things of that nature. And but there's also supplements, and so I just encourage you to try to get yours dosages, if you want to call it that, from your food first. However, if you feel like you want to supplement, there is a little self-test you can do to see how that is, and then we have some ranges on what would be a healthy supplementation on a temporary basis. Elderberry syrup, and it is very helpful in some people. However, it could be detrimental in others, and so we want to be cautious when we're adding that in. Just because it works for someone doesn't mean it's going to work for you too. It's more individualized. And then we want to talk about protecting our mucosa lining, which runs from top to bottom in us, that whole digestive tract. We want to keep it intact so that then nothing can break through. And we mentioned before about hydrating and how important that is. And so here we're going to mention it again. Remember, water, teas, soups, things like that will help keep our mucosa lining hydrated and moist. But there's also aloe vera juice, which we can add in small amounts and take that in to help boost that integrity of our mucosa lining. Fermented foods and probiotics and prebiotics, these are also going to help along that digestive tract, keeping things healthy. And then we want to think about washing with soap. So not just washing our hands, but with soap, because soap will help break down the virus's protective barrier. And if we can break that down, then it's less likely to be able to either penetrate, or if that does happen, latch on to some of our cells, because virus needs a host cell. So again, using soap is a good idea, not just using water by itself. And then avoid smoke. You know, you want to keep your external environment as clean as you can. And we know that this is a respiratory disease, and so you definitely don't want to do anything to complicate that. So again, try to avoid smoke. I just wanted to add another avenue of enhancing our immunity, which was adding in herbs and spices. And I'm sorry I left this out before. Things like onions and garlic, curcumin, cilantro, great liver detoxer, ginger, echinacea. All of this are ways that we can introduce into our diet to have just a better variety and support our immune system in fighting anything, especially this COVID virus here. And so those are some key things that you can use to enhance your immunity. And the next video will be on enhancing sleep. We might need some help in that arena as well. So I look forward to seeing you at that time. Talk to you soon. Thanks for listening.